You are now locking in with the Wicked Sports Moms. Listen, because the moms, we got opinions too.
All right, baby, we are live.
We're live, Wicked Sports Moms, live from Val's couch. We're so excited. You guys don't know this, but we just did a drink review. This is not the drink we reviewed. This is the drink that we reviewed. Truly, Unruly's, scale of 1 to 10. What do you give it, Val?
Honestly, I'd probably give it like a good 6.5. Like, it's doable. I could drink it, but it's just not my go-to. That's it. But it's all right. I could sip on it.
I love Truly, so I'm going to give it a solid 8.59. This is my third one. Feeling it, obviously. That's why I'm very talkative. Oh! Anyways, we're really excited. The Spurs just lost to OKC in Game 3. How do we feel about this, Val?
Well, honestly, I feel like it's kind of to be expected. I really do want to see the Spurs come out on top. I'm not going to lie. I feel like most of the world does, just because, like, if you have been tuning into the games, then you can't ignore the inevitable foul baiting, the fall. I saw a stat the other day about, like, I guess SGA has the biggest falling percentage with every shot that he takes.
Shocked.
So, like, you know, I've been tuning in, and like I don't really hate on OKC. I know OKC has a lot of hate because they're the defending champs, and like a lot of people say they didn't deserve it or whatever. But honestly, after watching them play the Spurs and how dirty and chippy it's been, and how the refs have been letting them get away with it's kind of blatantly obvious, at least in my eyes. And I'm a Celtics fan, so I don't give a fuck about these teams. I'm a C's fan. That's just me speaking on ball.
All right. Do you think this series is going to go to 7 games?
I hope it does. I want a good series, but if they keep playing the way they're playing, like it really all just revolves around Wemby. If Wemby wants to play like he's 8 feet tall, then they're gonna win. If he wants to play like he's a 6-foot guard, then they're not gonna win. And it comes down to the argument of like, is he aggressive enough to do it? He might be, he might not. Either way, I think he has a lot of room to grow. He's still young, so
Yeah, he's like 19 years old, so you know.
yeah, and I respect his game a lot too. Like, he's just a really level-headed guy. Like, he's not with the rah-rah stuff. It kind of reminds me of like when people used to give Jason Tatum a hard time for not being like a barker on the court, in a sense.
Wemby is also messing up my girl's parlay, so he needs to get his shit together because we need him with some money,
Are we
babe.
gonna do a parlay review right now?
Get your shit together. Get it together.
All right, so the game just ended. I should have told you guys my parlay picks beforehand.
Parlay reveal. Let's go, Val.
But, you know, I'm not going to say I sit here and do a ton of research, but I just use my general, like, basketball knowledge to make these picks. Let's see who sold. I definitely didn't win any money, I'll tell you that much.
Could be worse.
All right, perfect example. Victor Wembanyama, 4 rebounds.
It's insulting at this point.
Like, what are we talking about, dude? You average double digits throughout the regular season. You're literally, like, neck level with the hoop. And you can only get 4 rebounds. Like, that's the type of shit that makes people not want to sports bet. This makes it look like they call Vegas.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's number one. What else was kind of, like, alarming here? That's honestly the only thing I had on my cards that was, like, crazy alarming. I guess AJ Mitchell not getting 4 assists is kind of crazy. Yeah. No, but it's a different matchup, so I guess that makes a big difference. But I just feel like if you go from averaging 20 in a playoff series and then you just go to 4, like,
just go to shit.
I don't know. I'm just spoiled because I'm a Celtics fan. So, like,
Very
you know.
spoiled.
Okay, here's a good question.
Hit me.
How can you compare the level of anxiety that you feel watching the NBA playoffs when your team is in them versus when they're not?
Nothing. I feel nothing watching the playoffs at all. Like when I watch Celtics games during the playoffs and the conference finals, I will literally run away. I cannot watch them. Like it gives me crippling anxiety. I would rather scroll Twitter and look at the score or X, whatever they call it. I don't know. I'm old school Twitter. I would literally rather watch the updates on Twitter versus watching it on TV. It gives me crippling anxiety. Same with freaking Patriots games, same with Bruins games, same with Red Sox. Like baseball is a very calm sport, so I wouldn't say the anxiety is there with the baseball, but like
Sorry, I've been waiting to press that button.
Just caught me off guard.
Baseball's fucking boring, but I'm gonna try to get into it for you guys.
Listen, my boy is gonna grow up and go to the Yankees. I have this gut feeling in my heart and my soul. I'm like, listen, my boy's gonna make it. He's a lefty. Look out for him, Joseph Charles III. Anyways, nothing can compare to the anxiety that I feel watching the Celtics versus watching these random teams that we're sports betting on, and like we're low key rooting for Wemby. We're low key. I hate to say this as a Celtics fan, but I found out the other day that Jalen Brunson listens to Justin Bieber before his pregame. I'm like, Jalen Brunson is a believer? He is cool with me. We're cool because I love Justin Bieber, okay? I'm old. I love Justin Bieber. So I'm like low key, like starting to have a soft spot for him, even though I hate the Knicks with everything inside of me. I'm like, little things like that. You hear like little stories, little like fun facts, and you start rooting for a player. And I'm like, he's also like my height. So low key rooting for him. You know what I mean? Like, I know the Knicks are going to go to the finals and lose. It's probably going to be a sweep, but like, I'm kind of rooting for him. He seems like a good dad, good husband, all that stuff, and he's a believer. So I'm rocking with Jalen Brunson. But yeah.
I didn't know that he listened to Justin Bieber before the games, and now it all makes sense on why he's putting belt to motherfucking ass every single fucking play. Like, listen, I hate the guy. I'm not gonna lie, but I hate him because he's good, and I've seen him kick the Celtics ass 1,000 times. No matter how many times I root against him, like he pulls up, he like his ISO game. And if you really take a look at that not the last game, but game one when they came back from that 22 deficit in the OT, not fourth quarter, mainly in the overtime, like all Brunson did was attack Harden. All he did was capitalize on like Cleveland's like defensive liability. Let's be real, Harden is old. He can't move his body anymore. And they took advantage of that and attacked it. And if you look at the second game, they kind of like are starting to capitalize on that weakness. So I feel like I got a lot of respect for Jalen Brunson's basketball IQ. He's made me eat my words up more than once. And, like, the guy's fucking nice. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's nice. No matter how you chalk it up, he put the team on his fucking back and he shows up and he makes the people around him better. And I feel like if the Knicks come on top of that series, which it's looking like they might be, it's gonna be because of that. Extremely disappointed with Cleveland. I feel like you have so much seniority on that team. Like you got
Absolutely.
Donovan Mitchell, you got fucking James Harden, like you got the Twin Towers, Mobley and Jared Allen, and you got a bunch of good like pieces coming off the bench. It's kind of crazy how Jalen Brunson himself is dismantling the Cleveland Cavaliers.
It kind of reminds me of like Isaiah Thomas with the Celtics, like our short kings. You know what I'm saying? Like Isaiah Thomas carried the Celtics for years, and like even though he's I don't know our height, like he literally carried the Celtics, and like you just have to have heart in this league at the end of the day.
And if you're a real, like, I feel like personally, there's a difference between like being a fan of the NBA and loving sports and just being like a fan of a certain team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I feel like if you're a fan of the NBA in general, like you gotta give credits where it's due. Like the guy's nice. You know what I mean? It's kind of like playoff Jimmy was the thing, right? Remember when playoff Jimmy would come in with belt to ass? It didn't matter who was in front of him, belt to ass. So Jalen Brunson definitely made me rethink like how I thought this series was gonna play out. And he makes the people around him better. And it's not like he has a crazy supporting cast. Like
No, not at all.
he still makes it happen. So I'm excited to see what's gonna come out of that series. Like I feel like if Cleveland gets swept, I don't think they're gonna get swept. I think they're gonna at least get like 2 games. But if they get swept, I think James Harden got to hang it up.
You think so? I feel like I don't know. NBA players they stay in the league far longer than they need to. Um, Not like how it was like back in the day. I don't know if he'll hang it up. You think LeBron's gonna hang it up this year?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not. And it's bittersweet because, like I mentioned before, this newer generation of kids, they don't appreciate LeBron's greatness.
Not like we do.
Yeah, so like if you're gonna play for another year, I'm gonna support it. Like I'm gonna be like, damn, like that's amazing. Like keep going. But in my opinion, I think it's time to hang it up because this new generation doesn't appreciate his legacy. And the more you try to, you know, extend your career with a generation that doesn't know who you were to begin with, it's gonna hurt your legacy. So I think he should just hang it up. You know what I mean? For his career, I feel very similar about Steph Curry too. Like I think it's just time to hang it up and give the crown to the next generation that's coming in. 'Cause they got a lot of hoopers.
I agree, but I'm curious to see what the Warriors do in the off season because I don't know, they're gonna rebuild. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, where does Steph Curry like? Do you see him playing for the Warriors next year? Like, are they gonna rebuild? Do you think he could go some? Like, I don't know what his contract looks like, but like you said, like these older generations, like it's time for them to hang it up. But like at the same time, like if he wants to be a Warrior for the rest of his career, like it depends what they do as a team. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm curious to see what happens if he, goes elsewhere. Like LeBron has gone to other teams besides Cleveland. So like why can't Steph Curry?
And I feel like if LeBron is gonna play for another year, like his final year, I feel like needs to be in Cleveland. Personally,
You think so?
I think so. Like I feel like that's the only way to really end the
Go
chapter. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not saying you gotta take him to a championship, but like have your final season be in your hometown.
Yeah,
That's how
a
I
good
look
point.
at it. I was gonna say something about the Warriors. Oh, so my take on the Warriors in general is I feel that organization was messed up the moment that Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole in the face, and he got away with that shit. Like
Cursed? Are they cursed?
the Warriors really said, let's throw away our future and keep this over glorified guy Draymond. Let's not pretend like Draymond Green didn't get carried in the group project. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not saying
that's
he's not
true.
great. He's got his his game and things that he's like good at. But bro, whether you were on that team or not, it was not making a difference.
No,
Like,
same with the Celtics. I mean, maybe I'm a little bit biased, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like the 20, what was it, 24 Celtics?
yeah, year 24, yeah.
Like anyone on that team was getting carried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just biased. I just have to throw out that championship that we won because it just makes the sting a little bit less. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like, to me as a Celtics fan, it's hard to give my take on the Warriors without like a sour taste in my mouth because they did put belt to ass at TD Garden. They fucking did confetti and pop champagne in our locker room and like certain shit you don't forget. You know what I mean? As like a fan of a certain team. Like I feel like that shit scarred me. I was like, yo, Draymond Green popped champagne in our fucking locker room, bro.
Fucking locker room, bitch.
Like I don't care if Steph Curry's doing it. I don't give a fuck if Clay's doing it. But Draymond Green,
Fuck him.
I don't respect his game. I think he's just like a
Dirty
cheap player.
player.
Yeah, dirty player.
To say the least, but it is what it is.
But he talks like he carried his team to those championships. Like, bro, you were a supporting cast. Nothing more, nothing less.
I want to be on that fucking team. I wish I got a ring too, bitch.
Bitch, you could have fucking brought them water during halftime. Would have got a ring. Like,
give me my ring. Only ring I'm ever gonna have.
So I think, I don't know, I hope the Spurs can pick it up and make it interesting. I would love to see it go to a 6 or 7, either or. I do want to see the Spurs win because I personally think, like, from the basketball that I've been watching, and you guys will correct me if I'm wrong, like, because I can admit
Don't correct
when
us
I'm
if we're
wrong.
wong because we don't care.
Say she doesn't care, but I care deep down inside,
'cause
so
I'm lit.
just DM me, okay?
Don't DM her. I'll kick your asshole.
If you're gonna DM me, I better be with a sports take, because if it's anything else, I'm gonna be laughing on you on the couch
In
with
a
my
good
husband.
parlay, bitch. We want to win some fucking money to fucking fund our fucking podcast, bitch. Edit this out.
Yeah, we gonna have to edit this out.
My mom's gonna cuss me out for swearing.
Hey, but that's just, we're wicked sports moms, and that's just kind of how the vibe is out here. Like, if you're a girl and you're from Massachusetts, like, and you really into sports,
Hit us up.
hit us up. Like, I
We
would
wanna
love to
do
have some
this.
guests on here. I would love to collab with other women. I want to learn more about sports. Like, I want to learn more. Like, my girl Seisha is a WNBA whiz. Like, I can't wait to learn more from her this season and
I
just
love
like
Paige Beckers
yes, and just
and
expand.
Caitlin Clark. Who else? Olivia Miles. Who else do I love this year?
I just like how spicy they get in the WNBA. Like, come on, they don't get enough credit. Like, they really let those girls hoop and ball out. It gets spicy.
And can I just tell you guys, like, I was shitting on my girl AZ Fudd because I was like, how does she fit into Dallas? But then my stepdad was like, no, Seisha, listen, Dallas is good this year. She's coming off the bench because they're a better team than they were last year. And now I see her, she's getting her little 12 points, 15 points. It doesn't bother me. I'm like, even though she's a number one pick, like, she's doing exactly what the team needs. And when she comes in, she's giving them exactly what they need. So it is what it is. I'm a Paisley fan.
And like at the end of the day, I feel like it kind of does bother me that like a number one pick isn't starting. But at the end of the day, you get hired to do one job and one job only. And if your job is to come off the bench and get some buckets, you know what I mean?
Wait,
Like,
have you seen her catching like her like release time? They're saying is like so quick. Like she kind of reminds me of Steph Curry a little bit. And do you know that she's like I don't know if she's sponsored by Steph Curry or what, but like he's on her podcast a lot. He's like promoting her a lot, and I'm like, I feel like she plays like him. Like he's a big AZ fan. And I love that.
and she was clowning him the other day, saying like, "Yo, you ain't never pull up to any of my UConn games. Like, you ain't never come see me play." So
Yep.
like, but I like how involved like Steph Curry is in WNBA. I think it's really beautiful to see men from their platforms come down and support women in sports.
And he's a girl dad. Like his oldest, I feel like she plays like volleyball or something like that, and he has another daughter. And like, you know what I mean? Like it's a good look. I love seeing like men and like dads like support women's sports because we support women's sports, and the WNBA is it's very interesting. People just don't know how to get into it, but if you want to know how to get into it, you should keep watching our podcast because I watch the WNBA more than I watch the NBA. So
And as Seisha has given us her takes, I am learning as we go. So I'm literally just like any other person who's listening who wants to get into the WNBA. I am her. You know what I mean? It's kind of shameful that like I haven't gone into it. But we talk about how hard it is to even access the games, how hard it is to even like, for example, I don't know if anybody, I don't know if you know this, but like when you bet on the WNBA on FanDuel, they don't even show you their like stat bar. Like you have to go,
Really?
yeah, you
I
have to
heard that on someone made a Facebook post about it, and I was like, "What the
You
hell?"
have to go like into the deepest trenches of the dark web to pull out the live stats of the WNBA. It's so bad. So
Oh,
like
that's awful.
I think that's something they need to work on. Like I want to support these girls, but like I can't watch live coverage and I can't even watch live box score half the time.
Yeah.
So
And,
I'm gonna have to buy like a membership or some shit.
and like the girls, like the WNBA, like they're getting paid more than they've ever gotten paid, like in the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole like contract I can't even talk. Negotiation, CBA, union, whatever that is, like they're getting paid so much, and it's like we should be able to watch the games. Like more people want to support women's sports. My son, he's 6 years old, he's a big Caitlin Clark fan, he's a very big Paige fan. We love women's sports, but like how are we gonna watch it, bro? I can't even watch that shit right now if I wanted to. There's
It's-
probably a game on right now.
But they'll shove not the W, they'll shove the NBA playoffs down your freaking throat. You can't even go on an ad on your, like, you go on any app on your phone, there's going to be an ad telling you, tune in to the NBA playoff. Like,
We want to see Paige Beckers and Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and Nafisa Collier and Olivia Miles and Alicia Clark and like you know what I mean? Like we want to and Marina Mabry and just like all the really good players. Oh, Asia Wilson obviously, but she has a lot of like a lot of what do they call it? Like what are we watching? Like the nationally broadcast games, like the games that you don't have to like search for. You know what I mean? Like NBC stuff like that. She's like, cause she's fucking Asia Wilson, so like, you know what I mean? People want to watch her, but yeah, I just want to watch all of them all the time.
are you, okay, this is kind of like super left field. Are you surprised, shocked, disappointed by the Detroit Pistons being the number one seed in the NBA and like going out the way that they did? Give me your opinion. That is my son's anxiety turtle. It's weighted.
Now it's mine. Because I have anxiety.
Shout out to my baby Nova. We
Shout out
love
to
you, baby.
Novi.
Like-
We love him. I think like it's a debate that we should have. I think that this is like a cliffhanger that we should talk about. Like, is Detroit the worst one seed ever, or is it the Atlanta Hawks? That's what we need to debate. Like, we need some people, we need some comments, we need some input. Like, what is the worst one seed in the NBA? Is it the Atlanta Hawks or is it the Detroit Pistons?
And it's like one thing that I really want to pick up on, what I thought was a big factor in the Detroit's playoff run. So if anybody was paying attention to the regular season, you would know that Jalen Duren was having a season. He was averaging a double-double, 20 points, 10 boards. Honestly, looked like a Greek god, and he looked like a mini Giannis. You know what I mean? Like the way that he was manipulating the paint and everything. Just you could see the potential in him. I don't know if it's because I don't watch Detroit so closely, but I don't know if it's when Cade came back into the rotation or what, because he was out for a little bit with a collapsed lung and like some other shit that was going on during the year. But like, I feel like when the playoffs came, Jalen Duren was nowhere to be found. Like, I think maybe he might have one or two good games during the playoff stretch. So like, a lot of people like argue through my research because I listen to other podcasts, listen to other analysis. Through my research, I've heard the argument of like, he's 22, he's young, he still has time to develop, he still has. But you know what? You know who else is young?
Who?
The whole fucking Spurs team. Like,
Oh my.
we're back.
We're back like we never left. All right. Something that we want to talk about. We're gonna go into a segment called "Shit Our Kids Did This Week." Okay, shit our kids did this week. It's a segment about shit that our kids did this week. Val, do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
I can go first.
All right, go.
So, a few days ago, right, in the morning, my son takes the van. I have a 6-year-old and I have a 3-year-old. So on nice days, we'll go out and hang out on the porch, blow some bubbles and shit, until the band comes or whatever, get the energy out. So my kids are sitting there playing, and like every morning there's this homeless guy who comes around like looking for cans and stuff, and like I always say hi because I'm not a rude ass bitch. Sitting on the porch, sitting on the, I ain't even got a sip of coffee in me. Bitch, my son want to be like hi, like to the homeless man, and not like a regular hi, like a hi, like a
extra high.
I'm not gonna stop until you say hi back. So then, like, whatever. I don't judge people. I'm having this conversation with this homeless man, whatever. He's cool. And then he just starts going off about like how he had to move out of like another halfway house because there was bitches nodding off in the bathroom. Like it just felt so weird. So then, right, like I'm like, I'm never gonna have to have this conversation again. Like, said bye, we went our separate ways. Motherfucker caught me on the griddle in the afternoon talking about, hey, how are you? Like,
how are ya? Damn, we're going to hell.
Like, I'm not scared, but it's like, bro. Like,
I hope he doesn't watch this podcast.
I'm gonna tell him to tune in.
Shit. Give him a fucking business card.
Had my son never sat there and forced the high out of this homeless man, I feel like I had to hide in the crib. Like,
yeah, you're not going outside all summer, bitch.
Like, so that was the crazy shit that my kid said. Is my oldest son, he's like
an angel.
Yeah, like it's not really much shit that he says, But my youngest son, demon time. All right, your turn.
All right. So my boy Joseph, my one and done, my only child. It started off like any other day, okay? So every morning before school, I spray him in sunscreen. Now, if you're a parent, you know that spray sunscreen is elite. You don't need the lotion, you need the spray, okay? Because you spray that shit and you get in the car and you go. Same for the beach. Anywhere you need to go, you spray that shit. You just spray it, right? So I sprayed it on him before school. I come home. We're after school. I'm like, Joseph, I have to pee. I'll be right back. 1 minute. About 30 seconds into me taking a piss, I hear a little knock on the door. He's like, Mommy, something spilled, and I'm like, shit, like, what could this possibly be? I come out, right? My kid has a layer of sunscreen covering my mother's entire fucking kitchen. I'm not talking about like like a mist. I'm talking about like a centimeter thick layer on my mother's entire fucking kitchen, okay? My mom went to a funeral on Monday. The little funeral card that's on the fridge, it is covered in fucking sunscreen! And I'm so fucking mad! I'm like, bro, hell, it was 30 seconds, I swear to you, 30 seconds. So today is Friday. I am still cleaning up the sunscreen. The placemats on my mother's dining room table, you lift them up, there's a ring. You know why? Because there's sunscreen all over the fucking table, all over the fucking floor, a centimeter thick. And every day I am reminded why I will never have more kids. I love my child. He's a gift from God. But let me tell you, that spray sunscreen, it fucking sticks, okay? So sponsor us because we need some fucking we need some fucking spray sunscreen because that shit does not come off. And my mother's kitchen and dining room is proof of that. A centimeter thick. You just wipe it and it just moves, bitch. It just fucking moves around. And I'm like, you know what? It's fine. So that is the shit that my kid did this week.
And on that note, that's how we're gonna end it.
We're gonna end it. We gotta go.